A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark, chapter 7, verses 14 to 23. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Jesus called the crowd together again and said, "Listen now, all of you. Take this to heart. It's not what you swallow that pollutes your life. It's what you vomit that's the real pollution." When he was back home after being with the crowd, his disciples said, "We don't get it. Put it in plain language." Jesus said, "Are you being willfully stupid? Don't you see that what you swallow cannot contaminate you? It doesn't enter your heart, but your stomach, works its way through the intestines and is finally flushed." That took care of dietary quibbling. Jesus was saying that all foods are fit to eat. He went on, "It's what comes out of a person that pollutes. Obscenities, lusts, thefts, murders, adulteries, greed, depravity, deceptive dealings, carousing, mean looks, slander, arrogance, foolishness. All these are vomit from the heart. There is the source of your pollution." The Gospel of the Lord.
Let us now listen to a short reflection on the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 7, verses 14 to 23. God has taken a huge gamble. Where does evil come from? In today's Gospel, Jesus teaches us that our heart is the source of all human behavior, whether good or bad. Jesus focuses on the human heart, the abode of all good and bad choices. Outward observance of rituals and traditions does not make us holy, nor do they help us to please God. The Jewish traditions insisted on ritual purity to protect God's chosen people from everything associated with pagans, non-Jews, or unclean animals. People observed these traditions out of fear of God's punishment. Do our religious observances, prayers, or even attending Mass arise out of fear of God's punishment? If we go to Mass to fulfill the days of obligation, how are we different from the religious scholars of Jesus' time? The greatest gift of God to human being is the gift of freedom. Humans alone have the ability to choose. The book of Genesis presented the problem of freedom within the poetic context of the forbidden fruit. Care should be taken not to envision a literal tree or even a literal apple. The author presents the tree as a symbol of the fact that we are called to choose real good, not what looks like good. God took a huge gamble when He granted the humans with the gift of freedom. He ran the risk that we would abuse our freedom, yet God granted us freedom because He wants us to return His love voluntarily. The fact that we are at this Mass shows that we have freely chosen to show our love for God through the celebration of Mass. The same is the case with all evil behaviors. It is up to us to choose from the heart whether we want to be good or bad.